Hi, I'm Ari, Staff Development Specialist with the Department of Innovation and Learner Engagement. Here's your next quick tip.
One of my favorite resources as a teacher was tolerance.org, also known as Teaching Tolerance. This website was created by the Southern Poverty Law Center and is a way for them to help educators educate students to participate and be active in a diverse democracy. Today what we're going to check out is the learning plan. You'd get started by clicking on the blue button in the upper right-hand corner. The Learning Plan Builder allows you to build lessons based on the social justice standards used at tolerance.org. Their standards include identity, diversity, justice, and action. You can learn more about the standards by clicking on this link. It gives you instructions on how to get started, but let's go ahead and scroll down and click Get Started Now. It'll open a new page and ask you to log in. In this case, I already have an account, so I'll just click Log In. Otherwise, you'd click Register here. When you register, we highly suggest you use your RUSD Learns email address. Again, since I already have an account, I'll click Login. So we're now going to go through the step-by-step plan to build a lesson. So I'm going to title this Exploring Diversity through Literature. And now I'm going to pick my grade level. So I'll pick middle school, and then I'll pick the social justice domain, and then this is where I would write a question. So how does literature influence our views on diversity? I could also look at suggested essential questions. And I could use these, and I could add these to my lessons if I want, just by clicking the Add Question button. I can now scroll down past those to select additional topics I might focus on. So in this case, I might choose gender and sexual identity and race and ethnicity. Now I can scroll through and click on texts. There are 60 texts that match what I'm discussing. So now I can scroll through and let's see. Okay, this one looks like it could be a good one. So let's add this. And okay, let's add this. And you know what, we need an informational text, so perfect. So now I have two pieces of literature and an informational text. I can click See More if I want, but let's scroll down to the student tasks. So in this case, I would like my students to do something. So now it's going to show me the 12 different tasks that my students could do. And we'll go with this Be the Change activity. So I'm going to add it to my plan. And now I'll scroll down past it and look at some teaching strategies. And now I'll scroll down past these other suggestions and look at the teaching strategies. So let's do some close and critical reading. And now it'll show me some different teaching strategies. So challenging the text looks like it could be a good idea. And if you notice, the Common Core standards are already aligned. And maybe let's do some shared reading as well. And we'll scroll down past. And now we get to pick what subject this most aligns to. So I'll say reading and language arts. And then now I can add notes. So these notes are instructional tips for either you or other educators if you choose to share this plan with other people. So you can publish this to make this public so other people can see it, but in this case, I'll just save it for myself. Now that it's saved, I have a congratulations message and I can view my plans. So now it shows me all of my plans I've made. So here's my first one, and this one tells me it's private. So I can click on my plan, I can edit this, I can make this public, and it goes through and it shows me everything I chose. But what can be useful is printing. Now it's put it into a format that I can easily print and use to help guide me through my lesson. To get more resources such as the text that the students are going to be reading, you'd have to click on the link. Now, here's the text I want my students to read. From here, I can print this specific resource, or if you're using Google Classroom, You can share this resource to your classes just by using the Share to Google Classroom extension. I'll click on the outline of a person to get back to my profile. Now from here, I'll see my personal information. And if I click on Learning Plans, there's my learning plan again. This bookmark section is also really great because you can bookmark things within the Teaching Tolerance website. So let's say if I go to Classroom Resources and Lesson Plans, if I find a lesson plan here I really enjoy, let's say Knowing People Through Diversity, I can click on the bookmark button, and now that the bookmark is filled, when I go back to my profile, that lesson has been bookmarked. So it makes it easier for me to come back to it again. I highly encourage you to check out other resources on the site and to see how they fit into your classroom.